We are on the last chapter of ALVIN, Allergic to Camping, Hiking, and Other Natural Disasters. Chapter 18, Never Put All Your Toilet Paper in One Place. The crack of dawn isn't what it's cracked up to be. I was waiting for the sky to crack open like a big walnut and for the sun to come shining through. It didn't. There wasn't an explosion or even a loud crack to announce the new day. It was really disappointing. I was really disappointed. Instead, this is what happened. The light begins gradually, silently. You don't really even notice it until you say, "Hey, it's not nighttime anymore," and pop out of your sleeping bag. After a breakfast of eggs and hash brown potatoes cooked over the fire, Annabelle and I were ready for another day of scary camping. "How about a hike?" asked my dad. I was ready. I had my hiking stick, I had my trauma kit, I had my water purification tablets, I had my N95 mask, I had my mirror and GPS. But I was missing something. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. What was it? "We'll take my little portable stove with us and make hot chocolate at the top of the mountain where there's a view," said my dad. "The top of the mountain? We can make hot chocolate fine right here," I said. "From the top, we'll see the beautiful New England foliage for miles," said my dad. "I can see it fine from here," I said. It was true. The beautiful leaves were all around us, even under our feet. Orange, cinnamon, butter, and burnt toast color. The leaves looked like fireworks. There was nothing but beautiful New England foliage between our tent and our car. Then my dad moved some rocks into an arrow pointing into the trees. "What's that for?" I asked. "It's a direction marker," said my dad. "It tells rescuers which way we went." Gulp. "We'll need rescuing?" There's his arrow. See? And then look at how little Alvin's sentence is right there. "I hope not," said my dad, "but experienced campers and hikers always leave signs, just in case." I froze. "Come on, Alvin," said Annabelle. "I've got the toilet paper, so we'll be okay." What would Henry do? He would hike, I'm sure of it. And before I knew it, we were going through the jungle where my dad showed us other signs. "See the bird circling up there?" he asked. "If it's a hawk, it means there's prey below. If it is a turkey vulture, it means something's dead on the ground." Crunch, crunch, crunch. Leaves crackled with every step. "If you see squirrels hoarding nuts or a lot of rabbits during the day, it means bad weather is on the way. And you can smell rain coming," my dad said. "It smells like trees and flowers and grass because everything opens up to receive it." We sniffed the air. "This is hiking, Dad." "This is hiking, Dad?" asked Annabelle. "Yup," said my dad. "This is hiking, but it's just walking and talking," said Annabelle. "I thought hiking was something else." "I thought hiking was where you beat back the bushes with the sword and you get all sweaty and look like you're about to die," said Annabelle, who gets very chatty whenever she is happy and talks about anything that comes to mind. Oh, how I wished I had a guinea pig. There they are, hiking. "Annabelle," I hissed, "as the new keeper of all of us, it's my job to inform you that you're attracting all sorts of attention with your loud talking. You're supposed to be quiet so you don't disturb your environment." Annabelle stopped. She looked at me. "Okay," she whispered. "Oh, how I wish I had a guinea pig." They wrote it really small again, right there. How we ever got to the top of the mountain, I'll never know, but we did, and it was beautiful, just as my dad had said. And we drank hot chocolate, just as he promised. A lot of other people were there too. Some were picnicking, others were looking through their binoculars and checking their compasses. Some were even napping on the rocks. Imagine that, napping on a slippery rock when you should be hanging on for dear life. A hawk circled nearby. Relax, son, said my dad. He clapped his hands on my shoulder. Try to enjoy the view. So I did. I looked out at the whole world exploding in foliage fireworks, which is the same view I get from the postcard in the candy store that were just as pretty and a lot less dangerous. It's always so peaceful here, said my dad. People come for the peace and quiet. Then my dad stretched out on the rock and closed his eyes. It was not a good sign. What would Henry do if his dad fell asleep on him? Henry would have his hiking stick. I had mine. I also had my trauma kit. I had my N95 mask. I had my sunscreen. I had my GPS and mirror. I had my Batman ring. I stopped. I checked my finger. I stared at my finger. My finger was naked. My Batman ring was gone. Where's my Batman ring? I could hardly say it. My dad rolled over on the rock. I can't find my Batman ring, I said a little louder. Silence. I checked my pocket. Where's my Batman ring? I checked my backpack. Has anyone seen my Batman ring? I can't find my Batman ring. My dad sat up with a start. My Batman ring is gone, I hollered. Are you sure you brought it with you? Asked my dad. Yes. Where did you last see it? I don't know, I howled. My Batman ring, I screeched. Where's my Batman ring? More hawks circled nearby. Calm down, said my dad. I'll die without my Batman ring. Get him off the mountain, said a lady. You're disturbing the peace, said a Boy Scout. Wah! Go home, somebody shouted. How we ever got down the mountain? I'll never know. All I know is that my dad is very sympathetic. He had planned to take us fishing, but instead he helped me look for my Batman ring. And when we got back to our campsite, Beausoleil and his extra eyes and his dad came over and helped too. We looked all afternoon, but my Batman ring was nowhere to be found. Worse, it was time to pack and go home. Bye, said Beausoleil. I hope you find your ring. Thanks, I whispered, choking back tears. I think this was when they were at the top of the mountain. Okay. There, everybody's trying to relax, and Alvin is freaking out right in the middle of the picture, trying to find his Batman ring. Thanks, I whispered, choking back tears. We waved goodbye to the Beausoleils, and my dad finished packing we waved goodbye to the Beausoleils, and my dad finished packing while Annabelle and I continued searching. I can't leave without my Batman ring, I cried. I need its secret powers. You don't need secret powers, said my dad. You were a great camper without it. Maybe it was the ring's secret power that helped me rescue you yesterday, I cried. My dad scratched his head, and then he scratched his backside, which is a polite word for his you-know-what. Then he tugged on his shorts and scratched his back some more. I don't remember seeing a ring on you, said my dad. Are you sure you bought it? You brought it? I nodded. My dad took a deep breath, and he took another deep breath. Where did you ever find a Batman ring anyways, he asked. They made those things for only 1 year when I was about your age. Uncle Dennis. There he is, scratching his backside. And over here is Uncle Dennis, right there. Uncle Dennis, my dad didn't sound too pleased. Traps, secret powers, what other camping trips did your Uncle Dennis give you? He asked. Use toilet paper, said Annabelle, and never put all your toilet paper in one place. Oh, moaned my dad. Then he scratched his butt like crazy. Are you okay, Dad? Asked Annabelle. No, groaned my dad. We gotta get home fast. No, I howled. My ring. But before I knew it, my dad had picked me up, put me in the car, and belted me in just like that. And Annabelle was safe in her car seat next to me. I cried my eyes out as we sped toward civilization. And my dad was scratching so hard he could hardly keep Louise on the road. Suddenly, my backside hurt. Uh-oh, was I gonna start scratching like my dad? I rolled to one side. Something was sticking to the butt of my pants, so I picked it off and held it up. Annabelle gasped. My Batman ring. It had been in the car the whole time. I slipped the ring quickly back on my finger. Aren't you gonna tell Dad? Whispered Annabelle. There they are, driving like mad away from the campsite because his dad's itching. And here they are in the car, and Alvin found the ring. Aren't you going to tell Dad? Whispered Annabelle. Tell Dad what? Growled my dad. Nothing, I peeped. When we got home, my mom and Calvin were waiting for us with a yummy dinner of fried rice with everything in it. It smelled like home and tasted like Chinese New Year. Annabelle filled her belly, and so did I, but my dad did not. He was in the bathroom next to the kitchen crying and jumping up and down so that the whole house shook. Did you like camping? Asked my mom. It was okay. There was a thunderstorm. We ate Italian sandwiches. We looked at the stars, and I made a new friend. It was great, said Annabelle. We sang. Oh, there they are eating fried rice. It was great, said Annabelle. We sang a camping song about me. Our new friends were both Bouffoulé. That's how she pronounced it. You met a couple of buffalo? Asked Calvin. No, that was their name. Bouffoulé. At first I thought he was an alien from outer space with a kidnapped human dad, but he turned out to be a superhero just like me. How wonderful, said his mom. Speaking of friends, Flea is on her way over. She can't wait to hear about your trip. It was great to tell Flea about my roughing it in the woods with my dad and Annabelle. It was a lot rougher than her camp for kids with disabilities. That's for sure. In fact, it was so rough it made her jealous. I'm sure of it. So I toned it down a bit. We nearly starved to death, I said. Then my dad got trapped and nearly dangled to death. Then he nearly scratched himself to death, and there was a deadly storm. I even saw the angel of death, but it was an alien. Alvin, said my mom, giving me the look. She was not impressed, but Flea was. She was really impressed. She was so impressed, she didn't even know what to say. She picked at her fried rice special with chopsticks and nodded with her mouth open. But the alien turned out to be a kid just like me, I said, thumping myself on the chest, and we became friends. So you weren't kidnapped? Flea said. Nope, I said. Annabelle and I protected ourselves pretty well with the stuff Calvin helped me ordered on the internet, I confessed. Okay, so there's Flea with her fried rice special. What stuff? Flea wanted to know. A generator that didn't work and a big flashlight called the Monster Eye, said Annabelle. Silence. You brought what? Came my dad's voice from the bathroom. A generator for disaster use. And a great big monster flashlight that didn't work after we took it apart. Annabelle screamed through the bathroom door. And a whole bunch of other stuff too, she added. My dad stopped crying. Ask Alvin how he paid for it, came a low growl. Alvin, how did you pay for it? Asked Annabelle. Calvin used Dad's emergency credit. What? Screamed my dad from behind the closed doors. Or behind the closed door. Oh no! There they are eating at the dinner table and then overlooking the bathroom. Oh no, his dad screamed. I turned my Batman ring, then my dad burst out in the loudest sobbing I have ever heard in my entire life. Not only did he not have secret bat powers, but he had wiped his butt with the scariest thing of all, poison ivy. My poor dad. If I could give him one good advice, it would be this. He really should have used toilet paper. The end. That's it. See, the number one rule of camping, do not use leaves. Or at least know your leaves. What leaves are what. Because poison ivy is not fun to touch. Okay, that is the end of the book. The end of chapter 18, the end of the book. And the next page, see, is the glossary. So it defines some of the words. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed that book as much as I have. I think I have one more Alvin Ho book, and we will read that at some point. But for now, I will look for another book to read for us. Okay?